Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I am here to give my thoughts. Technically, it's a review of Survivor Series 2023 War Games. So, I recently watched it like yesterday, the whole thing. I didn't watch it when it came out. I was doing certain things. I know my sister was telling me, my friend was telling me, and all that stuff. So, I finally watched it yesterday, watched the whole thing, had fun with it. I had fun with Survivor Series 2023, to be quite honest with you. Will this be the most memorable Survivor Series of all time? Yes. When the show ended and everything like that, I'm like, this Survivor Series is going to be remembered as one of the greatest. Because, to be honest, the matches that we got in here was not bad. It really was not bad. It was pretty good, especially the starting opener. I'm not going to talk about the pre-show because, let's be honest, I'll be here all day. So, the first match that we got is Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, and Shotzi. I love the way she did her with her hair. I love that. And Becky Lynch versus Damage Control, which is Asuka, Bailey, that ass, Kairi Sane, and Leon Sky. I hope I'm saying her name right. In a War Games match. Whoever wins, basically, alright, you can't leave the cage. If you leave the cage, guess what? Your team forfeits. Your team loses automatically. I love that. I do. Like, why doesn't it's kind of funny, because that wouldn't stop no wrestler. If you saw a wrestler climbing up to the top, and they're about to do something to you, if they climb on top of the cage, you just go on top of the cage with them and just throw them down on the announce table. They're like, oh my god, it's broken in half. They've been eliminated. The match would have ended a long time ago, But it would have been a nice spot, to be quite honest with you. I think one day WWE will do that type of spot, but it'd probably be a one-on-one match or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. Maybe they would make some type of match, and then all of a sudden the cage would come down. Remember when Austin and Kane fought in a blood match and the Hell in a Cell came down? They could do stuff like that. I could see that happen one day. So this match was actually pretty good. There's some spots in this match that, oh god, there's some really good moments in this match. There really is. And it was really fun in my opinion. The ladies went all out and did their thing. And it was fun. It was really fun. It was really fun to see, it was nice to see Becky and Charlotte, doing certain things and stuff like that, because, they butt heads before and everything like that, and don't be surprised if they butt heads again, but it's nice to see them work as a team here, to be quite honest with you. And in the other team, Damage Control was doing great in my opinion. I think they were doing really good. There is rumors out there that Bailey might win the Royal Rumble this year. I won't be surprised if she does. I won't be surprised. The reason I say that is because I'm just hearing rumors about it. It's just rumors. It could be wrong, obviously. But I didn't know what she was doing throughout this year, so maybe she will. Maybe she will. So who won this match was obviously, woo! It was Becky, Charlotte, Shotzi, and Bianca. They won the match and everything like that. Pretty good match. It was a nice opener to the pay-per-view and stuff like that. And then we get the Women's Championship match. The Women's World Championship match. Rhea Ripley. Mommy. She's the champion versus Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark, to be quite honest with you, she did good in this match. She really did. She did really good, Of course, I knew she was not going to win, But to be quite honest with you, she did really good in the ring. She didn't look bad in the ring. And, Rhea Ripley, she botched. I mean, not a botch. She Rhea Ripley was making Zoe Starks really, she made her look like $1 million in my opinion, obviously this was just Zoe Stark's debut to fight a champion, just to give you a taste of what she's going to do and stuff like that. Sadly, she did lose, so that means she needs to get in the back of the line, baby. You got no rematch, bitch. Get in the back of the line and start all over and walk harder, baby. So mommy won, as she should, and that ass. Moving on. So This one I really didn't pay attention to. It was Gunther. Gunther versus Awesome. I came to play. It's a price to pay. Time to Yo, the Miz song is really good. I love the Miz right now, man. The Miz is great. He could be that here and babyface all at the same time and stuff like that. Right now, you knew he was not gonna win. You knew there was just a match for Gunther to have, and for him to fight the Miz was really cool. To be quite honest with you, Miz got fucked up as always. Miz got fucked up in this match. Not to say he didn't try, he did, but it was Gunther. I mean, come on, man. And I'm glad Gunther is Interconnector champion. You know, I think he should stay that. I think Gunther should stay as champion until next year's WrestleMania. In my opinion, he should be champion walking into this year's WrestleMania and leaving out of WrestleMania and holding that title into WrestleMania 41. Saying that right now, baby. Saying that right now. Unfortunately, it says right here, unfortunately for The Miz, he was attacked by, a rival. After the match. I didn't pay attention to the match. Anyways, I was doing other things and stuff like that. But you got Dragon Lee versus, what was it? Dragon Lee versus Centauros? I hope I'm saying his name right. Dragon Lee lost, I believe. I believe he did lose. I think Dragon Lee did lose because the other dude that he was fighting, he was actually pretty good. To be quite honest with you, he looked like $1 billion in that ring. He was. Dragon Lee was just literally tossing and turning for that guy. Literally. I think he did great. Obviously, this was a match between. Obviously, this was basically a thing of like, hey, you disrespecting Rey Mysterio and stuff like that. It was that type of match. Again. The War Games match are the highlights, but these other matches are not, they're not highlights, but they're nice, and they do the job, and nice to see these superstars on the card, new faces, new stars, and hopefully we get to see them a lot more. That's really it. That's all really what the show does. It expands more of the characters that we like, but also expands more of the characters that we learn in the future. Oh, that's exactly what a Survivor Series show should do. I am dead serious, all right? Survivor Series hasn't been that thing as it should be. But now I think it's coming back, man. I still wish there was a traditional Survivor Series thing, but hey, we got War Games, right? I think they might do War Games again next year, but I still would love to have that traditional Royal Rumble type of thing, you know? So that's just me. That is just me. I've always been that way. I love those traditional Survivor Series fights, so... that cannot be it. Come on, guys. Why are they just showing that match? There was other matches here. I know there was another match here. They're not showing the match that I want to talk about. Huh. Is it right here? Is it on top? Hold on, because they're showing stupid shit right here on the match cards that... You know those ads? It's just stupid. Okay, here it is. Okay. Here's the main event. There we go. I don't know why it was ahead of everything. But anyways. Excuse me. I don't know if these were in order. I doubt that these matches were in order. But the Rhea Ripley fight was the second to last match before the main event. So there is that. I do remember that. So anyways. You have Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins versus... Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD, and Drew McIntyre in a War Games match. This match, you talking about the ladies doing really good? These guys, look, the ladies did really good with the War Games. I'm going to give them their flowers. They really do. They deserve their flowers. Even Even Zoe Starks, I give her flowers too. These, I give the women from the War Games her flowers. Zoe Starks her flowers, and these men, they deserve these flowers too. Holy shit, this match was awesome. This match was fucking awesome. At first, you didn't know if Randy was gonna come, And then Randy Orton comes, I hear voices in my head, they come to me, they understand, they talk to me. Randy Orton was, it's great to see Randy again. There was rumors that he was going to retire, and I was just like, no! I didn't want Randy to retire, because there was so much that he could have done, especially when Cody Rhodes came back. I'm like, you need to tell me, Cody Rhodes came back, and now this man is injured, he could retire? Why? The story writes itself. Why, wrestling gods? Why would you do this to us? Yo, the wrestling gods were like, no. And I'm like, nah. But, you know, the wrestling gods like to fuck with us sometimes. So it's like, no, Randy Orton's fine. And you might just get that, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes in the future. And I hope we do. Please. Please, I've been salivating in the mouth ever since Cody Rhodes came to WWE, man. Ever since Cody Rhodes came to WWE came back to WWE, I've been salivating in the mouth for literally him to fight Randy Orton. I knew it was not going to happen rapidly or right when Cody Rhodes came there. No. You have to take time with this. You do. You need to take time. And right now, they're kind of actually starting it right now. Cody Rhodes bringing Randy Orton in because of the legacy and stuff like that. Yo. That is how you start it. That's how you start. That's how you start that rivalry. You bring them in and everything like that. Then eventually, you know, they might butt heads, communicate, and then eventually Randy Orton betrays Cody. You know? You know, have you seen that meme picture when Randy Orton is sitting on the chair and it says Randy Orton choosing who he betrayed in his group? I'm like, yo, for real. Randy's just like... Because it's true, man. And Randy going after a little bit, like talking to Jey Uso was just really great. And then you have, that's what I love about wrestling. You have people in teams, but you don't know if they're gonna work with each other or something like that. That's why you had Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins butting heads a little bit, you know? Oh, I love that shit. I love that shit, man. I miss that shit in wrestling. You know how many times, like, we got that shit back in the Attitude Era when, you know, Rock and Austin were about to team up. You were like, nah, these guys can't work with each other. You know something's gonna bad happen if these guys work with each other. And then when you do work with each other, they act like they're snarky selves into each other and everything like that. You're like, these guys cannot work with each other. Holy shit, you know? Yo, it's just great. Wrestling gold. Wrestling magic. And I love it. It's great. So, who wins this match? There's a few spots that happen. I think, was it JD, I believe? They fucked JD up. They put him on top of the cage. Randy's just like, come on. They pushed JD. RKO. Oh my, holy shit. They killed him. That is the RKO of the year. Hands down. The RKO of the year. Hands down. That is the RKO of 2023. Okay? That shit was awesome. And then when all of them did the DDT, what Randy Orton does, classic, guys, really classic. So what is it? Randy Orton tells Cody Rhodes to do it, basically. So he does his move, I think to JD, I believe, but He does, Cody Rhodes does his finisher move, and then 1, 2, and 3, they win and everything like that. And you're like, okay, cool, you know, that's awesome and stuff like that. And I knew this was going to happen because I predicted it a long time ago. You know, and I know some people on the internet are going to be like, no one didn't know. No, I knew. You mean to tell me they're going to be in Chicago, and you mean to tell me they're going to have Survivor Series in Chicago, and CM Punk is not going to come back? Oh, but it could not happen. Man, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. The whole thing was CM Punk with the AEW stuff, and then all of a sudden, Survivor Series is in Chicago. What do you think is going to happen? You think they were going to wait at the Royal Rumble? They could have. I even told my sister that. I'm like, he could come... Because when me and my sister were talking about it, I'm like, where's Survivor Series at? She's like, oh, Chicago. Instantly, I'm like, CM Punk is back. CM Punk is coming back. This was months ago before we had Survivor Series, the pay-per-view. I literally was telling my sister, CM Punk is going to come back on this day. If he doesn't, it's at the Royal Rumble. It shouldn't be at the Royal Rumble. It makes no sense it's at the Rumble. But hey, you know how WWE is. Sometimes they want to save it, you know? but I knew CM Punk was going to come out today. I mean, come out Survivor Series. I knew. Why wouldn't you? If you're that type of person that literally is telling me, "Oh, you didn't know," something's fucking wrong with you. You need to tell me that, hey, okay, for example, let's have an event at Florida. Who lives in Florida? The Rock. Oh, he might show up. Of course he will. Then he does sometimes, not all the time. But you mean to tell me you're not going to go to a person's hometown and then not get them? WWE's not stupid. I mean, they're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid, but they're not stupid. If that makes sense. They're stupid, just not stupid. So, yeah, I was listening to Just Alex, and he was just, like, tooting his own horn, and I'm like, dude, calm down. Calm down. I was literally looking at his video saying that when he said no one didn't know, and I'm all like, no, what? You mean to tell me, like I said again, I hate to repeat myself, but you mean to tell me, Deluxe Man, Alex, you mean to tell me, Just Alex, that, hey, we knew that Survivor Series was going to go in Chicago, and most likely CM Punk was going to go there. Of course it was just speculation. Maybe it wasn't speculation because I use my intuition a lot, and I just, just said it right there when I talked about it. And plus, too, remember the whole video that I made of Seth Rollins talking shit about CM Punk? Don't come here, you're cancer. It's a walk, guys. It's all walk. And even that fucking video of Seth Rollins going like this, and Punk is like, that shit is hilarious. That shit is funny as fuck. That shit is funny as fuck. Look, guys, you mean to tell me this. If you hated that person, if CM Punk and Seth Rollins truly hated each other, would you think that maybe people would have hold CM Punk back too? You have Michael Cole and Corey Graves holding Seth Rollins, but not fucking Punk. But it is funny, you do see a clip of Seth Rollins going like this, and then Punk is just turning around and he runs away. I'm like, damn, they caught you bad right there, Punk. But overall, how can you not know that Punk was not going to show up? If you think that Punk was not going to show up, you are a fool. You are a fool. Of course Punk was going to show up. I knew Punk was going to show up once I knew Survivor Series was going to be in Chicago. And it was not going to... And no, I did not know that Chicago was in Survivor Series the day of Survivor Series, you idiots. I'm going to point that out right now for those dumb motherfuckers. Seriously. Because months ago, when CM Punk left AEW, I was just like, I was literally telling my sister, hey, where's Survivor Series at? Where's it located? She literally says, my sister literally checked, and she said, Chicago. And I'm like, Punk is going there. And like I said before, he could not go. Maybe he wanted to go at the Rumble. But to be honest, that would have made no sense because some people did point out in WWE, people in the back of the scenes, this is just rumors, but people have pointed out that, hey, even if we did wait at the Royal Rumble, people would have known by then, So it's better to do it now in CM Punk's hometown than not do it at all. And it was great to see CM Punk back. It was great to see Randy Orton back. I'm happy that these guys came back, to be quite honest with you. Seriously. I'm glad that these wrestlers came back, And all these wrestlers that want to, like Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins being upset and stuff like that, you guys know it's all fun, it's all walk and everything like that, These superstars knew what was going to happen before it actually happened, all right? You don't think that shit's not in the thing? Of course it is, man. Of course it is. And if you don't think it's a walk, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Still to this day, I would say this. The Montreal Screwjob is a fucking goddamn walk. It is. Look back at that and then look at the trigger domino effects that happen. Come on, guys. Come on. And I know some people might be like, well, WWE is not that smart. Of course not. But when you have a story and then you can make another story attached to that story, well, guess what? Things work out. Especially if you have common fucking sense of what you want to do. And I'm not saying the whole thing with Bret Hart, him getting a concussion was the plan. You know how some people are. You'd be like, oh, what are you trying to say? Him getting a concussion was the plan? Some idiots are like that. I'm like, no. Maybe the plan was to make To maybe that Montreal screw job was the plan to do certain things to make Austin look good and stuff like that. To do that bomb era of Austin, the Attitude Era and shit like that. And Bret Hart was just going to leave anyways. We all knew Bret Hart was going to leave anyways. So they probably talked in the back behind the scenes as like, all right, we're going to do this and it's going to shock the wrestling world. Since you leave it to WCW, we're going to do this. You know? So, and the wrestlers can say whatever they want, man. Of course. I know some people will be like, well, I'm going to listen to these wrestlers because they were there behind the scenes. Yeah, of course they were there behind the scenes. So guess what? They can put whatever they want to so you guys can believe it. Duh. Come on, use your intuition. Use your knowledge of wrestling. Come on, guys. Look, I'm not saying do not have fun at this stuff. You know, if you believe CM Punk and Seth Rollins are killing each other and want to kill each other and hate each other, believe that. Have fun. That's what wrestling's all about, baby. For real. Austin hates The Rock. Oh, hell yeah. Make that so, baby. Seriously. You know, the whole thing with like, that's why when I saw the interview with Seth Rollins in WWE 2K23, when he's literally, I made a whole video saying it. When Seth Rollins is literally telling CM Punk, do not come back, you're cancer and stuff like that, I'm over here like, it's a work, and these guys are going to fight each other. That's your WrestleMania 40. That's your WrestleMania 40 match. That's your WrestleMania 40 match. Guarantee you, that is going to be the WrestleMania 40 match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Guarantee you Punk will win. Because Punk did want to win a title at Mania. Well, not win to be honest, no. He just wanted to be in the main event at Mania. So he didn't care if he win or lose. He just wanted to be part of the main event, basically. So he might not get that, but we will see Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. I don't think we'll get it at the Rumble because it's too soon. We should get it at Mania. Hype that shit up, baby. Hype that shit up, baby. The story speaks itself. The story writes itself, baby. Hell yeah, you know? So, again, going back, if you want to have fun with this, if you think that, hey, they do hate each other, but you want to do it as fun, go ahead. But if you really do think they hate each other, I'm going to be like, guys, this is wrestling. This is business. Even if you don't like that person, guess what? You're going to work with them anyways, especially if you hate them. Trust me, if WWE sees that you dislike that person, they're going to put you together because they're going to make good money. WWE's like that. They don't give a fuck. They did the whole thing with Edge and Matt. They had to you know they had to like shake hands behind the scenes before they had to make that storyline between Edge and Matt. Matt knew he was going to lose through all of that shit. He knew. Most people were like, yeah, but it made Matt look like shit. Yeah, but it elevated Edge like crazy. You know? And Matt was fine after that, to be quite honest with you. Look at Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's fine. Nowadays, you know, 2023. We look back at that now and we'd be like, Matt's fine. He's fine. You know? He's fine. You know? And shit happens like that in real life between, like, you know, the real life stuff happens, you know? Not to say CM Punk, not to say Seth Rollins didn't hate Punk or anything like that, but eventually bygones need to be bygones to make some money in the business, right? And if you can make that type of storyline in the business and make money out of that, then you can do it. I'm not saying it's not fucked up. Of course it's fucked up. For crying out loud, WWE sometimes makes a storyline. If you have a beautiful waifu, WWE wants you to be separated from that and wants that waifu to be with somebody else. Because they would think, hey, you should not be with that waifu. You too ugly. You too, you know, how could she look at you attractive? You're not built. You're not muscled. You don't look like a John Cena or a Rock. Why would she be with you? You know? Seriously. You don't think, of course WWE's like that. They will always be that way. They will always be that way. Okay? So you guys gotta remember that stuff, alright? But overall, this show was fun. This show was great. I highly recommend watching Survivor Series 2023. It was a blast to watch. I knew what was going to happen. The funniest, I mean, the best thing part was that they promoted Randy Orton to come, and I was happy that Randy was going to come back. I didn't even know Randy was going to come back. Literally, I thought it was just like a thing that eventually would just come in and then help. But no, he was actually announced for the pay-per-view to come back. And I'm over here like, holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. Here we go, you know. And then they had CM Punk in the pocket, and which was good. So I think they did a good job with this pay-per-view. I can't wait. And I mean, will I watch Monday Night Raw? Probably not. I mean, I can just watch the other pay-per-views, guys. You know, I might watch some of the highlights. I mean, Raw just started right now. It's 8:03. So who knows? I might watch it after this, but I'm not gonna say that I will. Mainly because, well, I'm uploading this video and have other things to do. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about Survivor Series 2023? I know some people might think that, oh, they should never brought CM Punk back. WWE, this is your fault and stuff like that and this and that. Me, I don't give a shit. Hey, if it's WWE's fault, let them be their fault. You're not in that company. Just watch and observe. Seriously. All of you I can't deal with some wrestling fans, man. Watch and observe. Don't have a tissy fit just because Punk came and you think WWE is doing this for a wrong reason. Sit back and relax. If it's for the wrong reasons, let it burn, baby. Let it burn. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? It's almost like Vince's sexual allegations. Why are you trying to defend Vince? Let him die. Let him get fucked up by the law. Because he did that to himself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay? So I'll see you guys and be safe. Seriously. Take care of yourselves.